Good morning, everyone. It is 11 o'clock on the East Coast on Wednesday, April something. I don't know what the date is. This is my weekly live tutorial that I do every week. You may be here with me live or you may be joining with the replay. Either way, thank you so much for joining me today as I have a fun fold card that we're going to be making together. I do need your input for one thing, so make sure you hang around and give me your opinion. Good morning, everyone. But before I dive in, I just have two quick kind of housekeeping reminders I want to give, and then we're going to get right into the card. I promise it's going to be a good one. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you watch. The annual catalog is going to start this Tuesday. I'm speechless. I don't have words. I don't know how we're here so fast, but who cares? I'm so excited. So this will start May 2nd, and with it, a whole bunch of goodies. I can't show you the inside yet per Stampin' Up! Policy, but hopefully if you're a customer of mine, you will have received your catalog by now and had a chance to go through and make circles or tabs or bookmark, who knows, but mark it up and start making a wish list. The two things I want to make mention of are, I forgot to grab it. The first one is my product share. So with every new catalog, there comes new designer paper, new ribbon, new embellishments. And if you're like me, you don't want to have to choose between that one and this one. You want them both. And so I'm doing a product share. And the idea behind the product share is I buy one of all the paper, ribbon, and embellishments. And then I kind of cut them down, break them down into smaller portions. For example, the 12 by 12 paper gets cut down into 6 by 6 samples. Everything goes into resealable cellophane bags, clearly labeled with the name, product number, coordinating colors, so that you know what is what. You can easily reference it later on. And you can also decide like what you want more of. My ribbons are getting cut into 1/4 spools. I do also have double shares offered. I'm so tongue-tied today. If you wanted more, if you wanted double paper, that gets cut to 6 by 12. So this is the product share, just a sampling of what you would get. It is available until through Monday evening. It's cut off. I always, without fail, I should just allot for like a couple of extras. Always get someone after the fact say, do you happen to have any product shares left over? And sometimes I do, and many times I don't. So if you are interested in a product share, please don't wait. Secure a spot. Get your registrations in by Monday. Okay. You can go to jamieb.com. You guys spelled my name right. And there is a link over there that you can click. It'll give you all the information. There's 6 different shares being offered. You can choose which one fits you and what you're looking for. That ends Monday. Second thing is with the new catalog comes a color refresh, which is super exciting. Stampin' Up! Is bringing in 11 colors into the color collection. Super exciting. I'm sorry. There's nothing like a color refresh. It's just so exciting to have new colors. And quite honestly, all the ones that retired, like I think one of them I use kind of frequently. All the other ones, not so frequently. So color refresh is coming. I understand that we have maybe tight budgets, or we have a budget or whatever. And maybe you're looking to kind of spread things out a little bit. So in my new color club, it goes for 5 months, May to September. Each month you get the product for 2 of the new colors. I'm not including Fresh Freesia because honestly, it's a current color right now, and odds are you probably already have it, or you can get it right now if you want. So 2 colors, all the product for 2 colors per month for 5 months. And the idea is at the end of 5 months, you have all the product. You also get to be host one of those months. So you'll get to choose $40 in product one of those months. You're going to get 2 card tutorials for me. And each month I'm throwing in extra little coordinating samples of product for the colors that you're receiving. That will also end Monday. Heads up, I am full at this point. And so I did get a couple of people that were interested still. They are on a waiting list until I can get another full club, which is 5 people. So if you are interested, please register. And I will see what kind of interest there is. Hopefully another full club. We'll see. But register. You can, again, all the information is at jamieb.com. There's a link over there. You can click and get all the information. I'd love to have you join. I'm super excited about it. Really, really excited because it's a great way. Listen, I stamp on a budget. Okay. This isn't just endless amount for me. So I understand that maybe you need to spread some things out over time, and it's reasonable. It's $81.50 a month for 5 months. That is the cost of product. I'm not tacking on anything extra to that. That is the cost of product. Does include the cost of shipping. Hello, Tina. And pink waving. I love it. Good morning, Tracy and Jerry, Amy, Pat, Alexis, Ruby. Carol's here. Hello, everyone. Yolanda, Jamie. I love another Jamie. Good morning. Okay, so that's going on. Done. Shall we get into it? I don't know where to throw this. I don't want to, I'll put it on my card stack. Okay, so let's talk about today's card before we just dive in. Let me do this. There we go. Okay. So this is the card we're making. It's a fairly simple design. It's not anything like too elaborate, quite honestly, but it is like a fun fold, a fancy fold, a different fold. I will say that I did see pictures of cards that other people made that have a similar look. To be honest with you, I didn't click on the link, so I'm not exactly sure how they open and how they work, but I definitely took inspiration from other people. So I want to give credit where credit is due. I saw a couple of people, so I don't really know who to give like the initial credit to. But this was sort of the idea. I was inspired by other people. And I'm using the Zany Crew designer paper, which is so ridiculously fun. If you've been around a hot second, you know I don't really do cutesy, but these are so fun. And I love that they're basically black and white with pops of color. You know me, less is more. I don't like a lot of color. So less is more, totally doable. Or if you want to go like crazy and do lots of color, you can stamp the images. But you're going to see this week all the cards I made, use the images from the paper, because honestly, all the work is done for me. So when I want quick, easy cards, like these are perfectly colored and they just need to be cut out. So I am a huge fan. What makes this paper really special is each 12 by 12. So you get 2 of 6 designs. So there's 6 12 by 12s, 2 of each of them has sort of a theme. And I just love that. It's so fun. We have this one, which is like bikes and skating and like little mopeds things. I love them. They're so fun. This one's all musical. So if you have someone musical in your family, hello, it's like perfect. We have this one, which is all sorts of ballet images. So cute. I think it's just so fun. This is the one that I use for my sample card. It's like camping, outdoorsy, that sort of thing, hiking, the lion next to the fire. A celebratory one, so perfect for like birthday, but this I think is also great for like a baby shower, birthday. It could be congratulations. I mean, it's just a celebratory theme. This is the only one I have left of. I don't have a full 12 by 12 anymore, but this is like hobbies, so like baking, sewing, reading, yoga, painting, that sort of thing. Love it. The flip side of it are all black and white patterns. I love black and white patterns because when in doubt, they go with everything. And you can also color them in. If you wanted to, you could color in the little flowers or use a blending brush. I didn't do that with any of them, but I probably will over the coming year, quite honestly. So this is today's card. I'm going to dive into a little bit more about it in a second, but let me show you my other cards. So Tuesday. I had to think about it. Tuesday, I took my inspiration from the paper. So the paper is pretty minimal, black and white with some pops of color. So that's what I went with. This is super minimal. You could emboss this. You could add, I almost added another pattern of designer paper, but I went, nope, we're keeping it super clean and simple. I cased myself, so I copied it. And this time I had to use the elephant. He's super, super cute, and made it more of like a congratulatory card with lemon lolly. That's the new lemon lolly in the background. This is today's card. Tomorrow's card is so cute. Are you ready for cuteness? I love it. These little ballerinas are just dancing, and the dies that come with it have a lot of complementary dies. So you can make a stage. I thought these were hot dogs at first. Okay, don't tell on me, but there are these little tassels that you can add to the thing. There's trees, there's flowers, there's a balloon, a cloud. So great complementary dies. But you can make, so you could do the ballerinas, or you could also use the musical patterns, the musical animals, and put them on the stage. So cute. And then Friday's card, again, I went minimal. And I love us, you know, we're in the creating, designing, artistic sort of field. So I loved this guy and just kind of went crazy with circles. The patterns on the paper all have one image that it has a die that coordinates. So this one here has the llama. So you can line him up and cut him out. All the other images, you're either going to have to cut out with a shape or fussy cut. Okay. For example, this one was just cut out with a shape. It cuts a little bit into the other guys, but not terribly. But if you're not into fussy cutting and you want just a solo image, you're going to have to use a shape of some sort. This guy was fussy cut. This one has a die. This one has a die. These two were fussy cut. This has a die. This one was fussy cut. Do we see your cards on your blog, or how do we see them? Yes, Yolanda, they will all be on my blog. So this one was on my blog yesterday. This one's today. You can go there now. This one will be tomorrow, and this one will be Friday. Okay, so I'm giving you sort of a sneak peek, early sneak peek, but they will all roll out on my blog. If you love the paper as much as I do, I'm going to tell you right now, it's included in my product share. But full warning, you're going to want a full pack, because you're going to want to get as many of these images as you can, and you can get a ton. I didn't count a lot. You can get a lot of images, and they really are. Okay, let's just take a deep breath. They are fussy cuttable. Like, they're not like flowers and leaves. I mean, they're doable. Okay. So you may not love fussy cutting, but well worth the energy, I promise you. Okay. And the paper, if you don't want my product share, but you want full packs, will be available starting Tuesday. Okay, back to today's card. Although I need a sip of water. Hold up. Okie dokie. So the idea behind this card is you have these little things, this little string, and then it opens up. You got to be careful. We're going to talk about this when I cut this designer paper, that it's not upside down. This needs to be directional. So you really need to think about where you're cutting your cardstock. And then you open it up again. Now you could do so much down here. I just brought in the same. Oh, I didn't cut that ahead of time. I just realized that. I brought in the same designer paper down here and then left a spot. You could add more animals here if you wanted. Obviously, you could have a whole bunch down at the bottom. I mean, you can do so much. This is kind of the bones of basics of what you can do. And then the sky's the limit. And then when you're done, you just kind of do a little figure 8 around your little circles down here, and it stays shut. Super easy. Okay. Now, I was playing around with this design for a tutorial that I have to do for May. I was going to do it then, but I couldn't wait. Like, I needed to show you ahead of time, and I thought it warranted a video. So, but I still want to show you what I made, because you can adapt this to something else. Switch up your designer paper. I didn't add any details. I just embossed another panel down here. This is the new Fresh as a Daisy designer paper. This is included on my product share. And I tied a bow. I went bow on this one, and you could do so much. I kept it super minimal because I didn't end up using this design. I just kind of created it and then went, nope, I'm going to save it for this week. But I was going to add a big chunky daisy over here. I mean, you can do so much, but the same thing, you're going to open it up. This one might be a little harder because I tied the bow. You got to undo the knot. Undo the knot. Okay. And then you just Undo your figure 8. That's the back side. I don't love that about this card, but you could always cut another piece and have it cover it there. And then I brought in that piece down here. So it like matchy matchies. Okay, so let's dive in. I'm going to walk you through step by step. Oh, I need your opinion. Okay, so I wasn't sure what to do. I went back and forth about what pattern to use. Again, each 12 by 12 kind of has a theme. So do you guys want me to go ballet theme? Or we could go like the writing theme. I don't know how I want to call that, traveling theme. Oh, thank you so much. Good morning, Judy. You decide. I wanted to switch it up. For this one, I did the camping theme, but should I go ballerina ballet theme? And I have petal pink for that card base. Or we can go the writing theme and go lemon lime twist. I have a vote for Scooter. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Let me know. I'm going to make space over here. Give me a second. I should have brought a pencil, but I only have a pen. I didn't bring down a pencil. Okay, I'm going to go Scooter. I see a Scooter. That's what I see. I'm going to make them both regardless. So I'm not going to waste anything. Don't think that I did all this fussy cutting for nothing. But I figured I'd give you a choice. The issue, not the issue, but something to consider is that on the front flap, this is where I was kind of like hung up. So I wanted to do the Scooter, but I don't love that super dark, predominantly black pattern. Like I like the lighter white one, and the ballet one has that. So I like that back and this front. I felt conflicted. Okay. So I didn't write it down ahead of time. Should I? I don't know if I can find. Oh, I do. Okay. So you're going to cut your DSP. Let me write it down in case you want to. Thank you. I feel the love. So you're going to cut your DSP to 4 by 5.5. Okay, this is 4 by 5.5. And then you're going to need a pencil. I'm going to use a pen because I don't have a pencil at hand. And you're going to need a ruler. I don't have a ruler on hand, so I'm going to use my grid paper here, okay? And this is where you need to take a moment and just think. Because if you have paper that's directional, meaning you don't want it looking like that. Now, if it's something like floral or stripes or something that it doesn't really matter, then just bypass this. But this is directional paper, so I need to like pause and think. When the card gets opened, hold on. Oops, I'm just going to take it off. Okay. When the card opens, it has to be facing correct. So you're going to need to score along the bottom at 1/2 inch. And you need to think about, you need to score the bottom. Okay. Does that make sense? If it's directional, you need to score 1/2 inch up from the bottom. If it's not directional, like my daisy paper was, then it doesn't matter. You can just score either end at 1/2. But you're going to score along the bottom because it's going to go whoop, like that. It's not going to make the noise that I made, but it's going to go that way. Now, when you're scoring your designer paper, don't press too hard. The designer paper is not nearly as thick as our solid cardstock. And if you go really rough and really hard, you're going to tear your paper. So give it a score, like enough of a score, but you don't have to really like, you know, go nuts with it. So I scored 1/2 inch from the bottom. You can see my score line down there. And then what I'm going to do from that score line, I'm going to measure 1 inch up on both sides and make a tick mark. You're either going up 1 inch from the score line, or if you want to go from the bottom, you go up 1.5 inches. Either way, on either side from the score line. Okay, so I'm just going to go up 1 inch. Because that works for me. I wish I had a pencil. Hopefully I see that. And the same on the other side. I'm going to go up 1 inch. And then on the top of the designer paper, you need to mark 2 7/8. I got to do that one from this side. 2 7/8. Wait, hold on. 2 3/4. 2 3/4. 2 3/4. Not 2 7/8. Okay, so I don't know. Can I write this out? Would that be so? Should I draw a picture? Let me draw a picture. So here's your DSP, right? Woo. DSP. That is 4 by 5.5. You're gonna score a 1/2 inch up from the bottom. And then you're gonna measure from here up 1 inch. That's 1 inch. My drawing leaves a lot to be desired. And then from the top, you're going to measure at 2 3/4. And then this is what we're going to cut. Doot, doot. Okay, I know my handwriting is treacherous. So score up a 1/2 inch. Nope, that's wrong. Yes, that is right. I just drew it wrong, but it's going to be like this. Should I start over? Let's start over. I can do this, guys. I can make a card. I can draw a little tutorial. I swear I can do this. 1/2 inch. Doot, 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 doot. Then you're going to go up 1 inch. And then this is 2 3/4. You're going to cut. There we go. So almost like you have like a little wing almost. Oh boy, I should stick to card making and not drawing. That's why I paper craft, because I can't draw. Okay, so can I see my tick marks? Oh my gosh, they're pretty faint. Yes, I can. You're gonna put 1 tick mark in the groove here, and then the other one as well. So you're cutting off a triangle. And you're going to cut, and then you're going to do the same thing, that tick mark there. Oh dear, where is that tick mark over on here? Hold on, that tick mark isn't right. I measured that wrong. That is very much not right. I marked it at 2 inches. I needed 1 inch. I didn't think that looked right. That would have been very bad. I'm glad I didn't start with that one. Okay, so this is what you end up with. Like it almost looks like a sailor, like a paper hat. You know how you'd make like paper hats? And then we're going to score that. So this is our flap, and it opens. Okay. I'm going to use, I didn't score it. I'm using just a regular landscape fold. So this is, nope, wrong one. This is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. But instead of it being a top fold, it's going to be an underfold. Does that make sense? So normally it would be like this, right? Normally it would open, ta-da! But we're going to flip it around so that it opens, ta-da. You with me? Everybody with me still? Now at this point, I would suggest using liquid glue because it'll give you just a little bit of wiggle room when you are adhering your little bandana, let's call it bandana, behind your card. So it just gets adhered to the back. You can see that little, it shows through a little bit. It'll give you time to kind of wiggle it around and get good placement. For the sake of time, I'm going to use tear and tape so we don't have to wait for it to dry. But liquid glue is definitely more forgiving and just gives you a little bit of time, a little wiggle room to move your little, I'm going to call it bandana because it looks like a bandana to me, bandana around. But tear and tape does not need time to dry, so we're going to use that. And I use that on all my samples here and didn't have any problem. The hardest part about using tear and tape is getting the little thing off, the little peel. If you know, you know. I say that, and then they both came off with no problem. Okay, so we have our underfold, and this is going to go on the back of the top. And give it a good press. You're going to want to flatten it a little bit. So we have that. Woo, that's very vibrant. Okie dokie. Now, for my two samples, okay, I did something I never do. I did my own no, okay? I pulled in product that you don't have. Or maybe you do have, but it's not available in the online store. These are 1/2-inch circle punches that I just happen to have around. Now, for you guys, I know if you don't have it, then you're like, what do you want me to do? Well, I thought we would get creative because the dies have this circle, this flower here. And I thought that could act as like the same thing. It could do the same thing. So what we're going to do, except when you cut out the flower, it cuts out the circle, the inside, which I didn't want the dimensional showing through. So I'm going to put the center back in. And when I put the dimensional over it, it'll pick it up as one. You like the dark with that green? It's vibrant. So you need something to prop it up because you need the string to be able to wrap around something. So I'm just using a dimensional. Nope. Little doodad, do not go flying out like that. Stay. Hopefully this works. Yeah. I feel like I should have used a mini dimensional. Hold on. I cut out extra, so let me try a mini dimensional and see if that gives me a little bit more room. Because the regular dimensional is right up to the edge. Oops, things are falling. And it doesn't give me a lot of wiggle room. Okay, we're going to go with a mini. A mini gives me a little bit more space. I'm pretty sure for my regular cards, I did regular dimensionals. Can I see? Oh, no, I take it back. Even for my samples, I did regular dimensionals. My bad. I didn't realize that. I assumed they were full size. Even though I just made the card the other day. I clearly don't remember. So mini dimensionals in the middle. And then we're going to put one at the bottom of my bandana. Oh, did I not peel it? I didn't peel it. One at the bottom of the bandana, or what I'm calling bandana. And then one on the lemon lime twist cardstock. Now, to be honest with you, I think I like the circle look better. So if you have a 1/2-inch circle, maybe use that. Otherwise, it does work. Now, I wanted to bring in black baker's twine, but I don't know how I have every color but black. I must have used all of it. So I'm going to use white. This is part of the, well, where's my catalog? Oh, I threw it down here. It's part of the, I can't think of the name of it. Basics Baker, no. I'm assuming it stayed. Oh, it is. Okay. Baker's Twine Essential Packs. It comes with black, which I don't know out, gray granite, very vanilla, white, and crumb cake. So I just have, I don't know, a generous amount of white. And you're just going to twist. You're going to do a little, don't get it caught in your flowers, little figure eights. It's a little trickier with a flower than in a circle, but totally doable. Okay, we're going to keep it at that and trim. Now you could tie it in a bow like I did for my daisy card. I don't know. I feel like this card isn't that formal looking, so I didn't want like a bow. Hello, Susan. Okie dokie. So I cut out the little bunny ahead of time, but, and I realized I left it, where did I leave it over here? But I was going to cut out the little crocodile or alligator. I don't know which one it is because he's so cute. There are dies to match that one, so I didn't feel like I had to do it ahead of time. If you're using the dies to cut an image out of the paper, trim it down. Don't just go hacking at your paper. You wanted to guess. Actually, you know what? Well, what to do? I considered fussy cutting it. Should I? Shouldn't I? Maybe put a little black dot in the middle of the flower. I could do that, Judy. I wanted to do that on this card. I wanted to add some black like dots or gems or something like that. I am completely out. I don't have not one black embellishment anywhere. I take out all the retired products. So right now, until the new catalog comes out, I'm a little low on supplies. But yes, that would be a great thing. I would, yeah. Yep. That would be a great little detail. I am completely out. I don't have any. You know what? I assumed that alligator was gonna fit there, but I don't think he is. I could cut the fox, but I kind of wanted them going the same way, but I don't think I have a choice. Oh well. Okay. Sorry, guys. I was going to use the alligator, but I don't think he's going to fit in that little spot. I assumed he was going to. Don't ever assume. But his little tail is a bit long. I can put him on that side, but then I'd have to, well, he's going to overhang and then he won't fit in an envelope. And he's too big. He's too big. Hello, Donna. Use your black marker maybe to color the dot then. I could do that also. I guess I only have my Stampin' blends right now because our black Stampin', right, retired also. I pulled everything that's retiring. I didn't keep any of it out. No sense in using, well, I say that, no sense in using product you can't get. And then I used a circle punch. I had to. Okay, I'm just going to fussy cut this guy. Hopefully he fits. I didn't test him. Yeah, he'll fit. The nice part about fussy cutting these images out is that you can get the little dirt that's kicked up or the little puff of smoke behind his moped, his scooter. Trim down your cardstock as you go. Trim off the alligator tail to make him fit. I could. I kind of want him going. I'm being difficult. I am totally being difficult. So there's a die that matches the sky. Thank goodness. Right? Let me cut them out and we'll play with it a bit. Or I can keep, what is that, a fox? I can keep cutting the fox. Okay, sorry, I had to line it up. Keep him on the left and snip off the tail. Let's see. Oops. He is cute. He is super cute. I kind of want to just keep him long and then like hand deliver the card to someone. Make it a hand delivered card so I don't have to trim him and I can just, maybe that's what I'll do. If I put them up on dimensionals, that should be able to go underneath them, I think, right? Let's just test the theory. Yeah, that'll be able to pop off kind of underneath his nose. Okay, I'm making the call. I'm going to leave him long and I'm just going to make it a hand delivered card or maybe part of a gift where it doesn't have to go in an envelope. Okay, so I'm using a mix of regular. I like this guy because he brought in the green, which is what I wanted. I wanted something to bring in that pop of green that was, I'm just closing it so I can see placement. I wanted it to mirror that. That's why I brought in the lemon lime twist because the alligator had that green. For the ballet one, I was going to bring in the pink because there's pink in her tutu. So cute. Try the fox up top. Okay, hold on. Let me get the alligator on. Okay, good. I didn't put a dimensional on his nose. He's so cute. Do I have one on his head? I do have one on his head, so I can't nip that or else we're going to have issues. Will that open? That will open. Okay, hold on. I'm almost done with the fox. I might as well just finish. What did the fox say? If you haven't tried our paper snips, sorry, I'm trying not to nip the tail, but it's like right in the way. I would highly suggest them. They are a game changer when you are fussy cutting. And I realize that fussy cutting isn't for everyone. Like, I totally understand. I'm not saying do something you don't want to do. But if you want to attempt a fussy cut, you got to practice. Okay. You can't do it once and not like the results and then say, I'm never doing it again. You got to practice just like anything else. It's a skill. But I would highly suggest our paper snips. They're super sharp and they're nice and tiny. So they fit in like these like super tight corners and spaces. Practice. And my right hand that is holding the scissors and opening and closing them isn't moving the cardstock. My left hand is doing all that. So, you know, don't, if you go like this, you're gonna be all over the place. Okay. I do like the fox. I like the fox because he's a little bigger, but I wanted them going in the same direction because it looked like they were going to crash otherwise. I could put the fox on the inside. How about that? How about I put the fox on the inside? I didn't cut a bit to go on the inside, so let me do that. The little DSP on the inside is, oh, this is where I hate doing this. It's like I don't want to cut it, but I have to. 4. Oh, nope. Nope. Where's the other one I cut? Hold on. Where is it? Because that was already the perfect length. Is that it? Oh, I think this is it. Let me just cut this one. No sense in. So it's, the inside is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I need a white, which I didn't get either. Oh, thanks, Susan. I don't mind fussy cutting. I know a lot of people don't like it, but sorry. I need a white bit. I did not prepare for that. So the guts are 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. Oh my gosh, I have stuff everywhere. Oh, I didn't glue him down. Let's glue him down. I think we're just going to do minis on him. He's a little guy. He's little. A little one. Okay. Come. I didn't have any coordinating things. I could have put the trees. They didn't really go. I can maybe I'll put the doodads. You know what I mean, right? The doodads. The cloud. I wanted to add a little complimentary something or other. Like there's these, I told you, there's really like, there's trees, there's a little bench or stand. There's the cloud. Maybe I'll add clouds around after. But you're going to undo this. Open it up. Okay. And then I put where's my adhesive? I put the designer paper on the bottom. I love how it all matches and coordinates and it works. That is quite the green. That is vibrant. Woo! Anybody need to wake up? Don't need coffee. Just open some lemon lime twist. And then the white. And then maybe, do we like the fox? Oh, I kind of like the fox down there. Or he can go up there, but he kind of conflicts because he's right there also. Maybe I'll put him on this side. I like him down there. I'm making the call. I asked you guys, like, what do you think? And then forget it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do what I want. Because he's like, it's too matchy. So we're going to put him over here. I like that. You like him on the black. Okay, good. He pops, I think, right? I think it pops a little bit more. And then it has plenty of space if you wanted to do an inside sentiment. I'm not going to, but there's space for an inside sentiment. Look, and even the tail hanging off coordinates. That was totally done on purpose. And then maybe I'll add some pool party clouds around. Oops. Those flowers are a little problematic. They work. You just got to get underneath them. The string gets caught. But it works. Okay. Except the alligator's nose is stuck. Oh my glory. Okay, hold on. Mr. Alligator, you're proving to be pretty problematic. Oh my gosh. So when you put it, you just get, there we go. Okay, now we're cooking with steam. Here we go. We can do this. So measurements are super easy. It's like a basic landscape card with a bandana. I'm calling it bandana of designer paper. Make sure if your paper is directional when you cut it, it's so that when they open it, it's not upside down. And you could go as crazy or as basic as you want designing and filling this card front. You could just go, I love this one with the embossed bottom. I think that pops so pretty. And you could add flowers. I mean, I don't know. The sky's the limit. You can do so much with it. And you could switch up the paper, add different designs or whatever. So have fun with it. I've given you the measurements. I've walked you through. You can always refer back to this video and have a listen again and try it out for yourself. But I think this is a totally doable fun fold. Hey, if I can do it and I don't do fun folds, you absolutely can do it. Just a reminder that you can get in on the product share and get a sampling of this paper, actually both the papers, as well as ribbon and embellishments. There's a couple of options there for you. What else? Color Club is closing Monday. Get in on it while you can. And that ends today's tutorial. So thank you everyone so much for joining me live or maybe on replay. I will be back next week, same time, same place, and I hope to see you then. Happy stamping, everyone. Bye-bye.